cloud and even doesn't rain. Just blue skies and lots of sunshine. My private garden, my perfect island. Filled with perfumes and grateful odors that tingles my senses and touches me all over. Never a day goes by.
My name's Leroy Brown. I'm 50 years old. I originally came to Birmingham about 4 months ago from Derby. I never had no family, no friends, never had no income. And so I went by the Six Ways Church in Herdington for some food. I came across Home-Start and I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought there was something that I could give back, and that's what I'm doing now. My role as a volunteer is to help Roz through his loss.
My partner, she passed away a year and a half ago due to an epileptic fit, and I've been bringing my own 2 children up now since. I'd gone out and she was healthy as an ox. I got back around about 12 o'clock. I then opened the curtain to the balcony. I saw Helen lying on the balcony. I sat with her till the ambulance came. The paramedics that turned up, the bloke put his hand around my shoulder and went, "She's gone. She's gone." In my eyes, she'll always be the best, you know. She was so fantastic.
I can relate to Roz, really. I lost my mother when I was 18, and my dad died 6 years ago as well. So when you lose someone, you do want to just give up. But you can't give up because, you know, we're alive and it's about the living.
I was going to the shop one day and somebody waved me across. All of a sudden, a car came from the other direction and it was coming at some speed, and that flipped me in the air. And that's when I had to start using the walking stick. Before I met Helen, I had a drug problem.
I think it was in the middle of my 20s that I got involved in drugs. I became an addict. I was selling Class A drugs, and I spent just under 1 year in jail. I have to say it was a good thing, really. It made me think a lot about what I wanted to do in my life. My role as a volunteer is to help him to get through.
I'm hoping to get a friend, basically, someone who's been there. I've now been clean for 12 years off Class A substances. When Helen passed away, I was tempted, I was so tempted. And no, you know, I was adamant I was not going back to that. I was really adamant. The children have lost too much already.
I'm here for Roz as emotional support.
A male who's gone through similar emotional circumstances as Ross himself, and that'd be good for Ross, I think, to have that added support.
He's the best dad in the universe because he really helps me and I help him, and we look after each other both.
I've been with Home-Start as a volunteer for 21 years. I come on a Monday to help the boys with their homework. The thing about Home-Start is to be helping children and families. I realise that Ross lost his wife tragically. I think they've taken a long time to come to terms with it, but I think they're getting there slowly. But it isn't going to be easy for them. when I came, I found that Leon needed more help in a way because he was older.
1944
Support is there for the children and for the parents. They accept Home-Start volunteers as a friend. I think that's the important part of it. And a friend, in some ways, helps you grow more easily than officialdom.
Just seeing their smile is better than any high you can get. I'd love to be a volunteer for Home-Start because of the amount of work that they've done with me and my family. It would be like giving something back to them.
And you're helping them grow and helping the families stay together.
My name's Charlotte Bull. I'm the mother of 3 gorgeous boys, Jack, who's 10, and twins who are 5. When I was first paired with a Home-Start volunteer, I was really worried that it would just be another professional involved. However, it's been like a breath of fresh air. Our volunteer, Evelyn, comes out once a week. She's absolutely amazing. She's brilliant with the kids. She's one of the few people that I trust. When I got pregnant with the twins, I was studying to become a solicitor. That was what I wanted to do. And the twins were born. They were born at 31 weeks premature. So they were in hospital more than they were out for that first year. We had ambulances here regularly. Because the twins were so ill, my life changed inexplicably. So I didn't know whether the twins were going to be breathing the next day. There was a massive weight on top of me. And to be honest, the family was struggling a lot. A health visitor picked this up and realised how much we were struggling and referred us to Home-Start.
I've helped with children before, but never to the extent of disabled children ×2. I was a support worker previously and had a lot of dealings with Home-Start, as many of the volunteers were visiting the same families as I was.
She's become one of the family. She's practical support. She comes to hospital appointments. She changes the boys. She plays with the boys. She helps me with physiotherapy.
It's extremely hard when we go to the hospital on a visit because you can only push one boy each. You know, it's impossible for Charlotte to do it on her own.
She allows me time to spend with Jack because I quite often feel guilty about the time that the boys take. And the fact that that means I don't get to spend that time with Jack, that is invaluable in itself.
Without a Home-Start volunteer, my mum will not be able to help me with my homework and help me practice my spellings. My dad won't be able to play with me.
You want to come on, Mummy? Of course you do. The twins are so full on, it's all hands on deck, but when she's here, she alleviates the pressure. Over the years that I've had Home-Start involvement, my life has just improved, and I do put a lot of that down to Home-Start. Evelyn's given me the confidence to go back to work part-time, and hopefully one day I will realise my ambition of becoming a solicitor.
My name's Nabila. I'm 49. I'm helping Home-Start now, but I had help from Home-Start for quite a few years. My twins were just born and they're 8 now, so we're talking at least 5 years consistent help because I was really struggling to manage. I've had a difficult childhood and I do struggle with depression. I came over to the UK when Idi Amin kicked us out, and my mum came over because she was a British citizen. My father's whereabouts were not known. And I think my mum struggled a lot. I wasn't given the tools growing up as a child to be able to manage. I had nobody. I couldn't turn to family because I didn't really feel like I had family. I'd left home because I couldn't take it anymore. And I thought I could do it on my own. I didn't think, I just took an overdose. And that was a massive impact on my mum. I think she just hadn't thought about it before. When her attitude towards me never changed, I just struggled. I got sectioned. They wouldn't let me out until they were confident that I wouldn't try and do it again. Mum was still not seriously seeing me as my own person, and I couldn't let go of that. So I got married, thinking it'll be a fresh start. But then I realised that actually I was back to square one, because his family just didn't like me. You know, I was the worst person in the world you could pick as a sister-in-law, and they just never accepted me. Once the twins were born, I had a very difficult pregnancy. I wouldn't leave the house. So Home-Start came along and they helped me by building up my confidence, building up my worth, building up my self-esteem. Home-Start has been my lifeline, helping me believe in myself by saying, you can do it. I will walk with you. They were my legs in a sense. Home-Start helped me with the kids, helped me sort of engage with them, to play with them, go to the park. Things which might seem simple things were massively difficult for me because I'd given up on life. If I didn't have Home-Start, I wouldn't be here today. Just finished the Home-Start volunteer course, and you would never believe that I've managed to get as far as I have. The volunteer course was great. Now what I'm doing is hopefully be able to give something back. Volunteering will help you just take each little baby step to a point of you can get to where you want to be.